Hello everyone, welcome to Hooray. Now we're going to look at the OET writing subtest. I'll be explaining the structure of the subtest and how the format of the letter writing should be. There are three types of letters which generally come for the OET writing subtest. They are referral letters, transfer letters, and discharge letters. Sometimes you may also get a letter which is to write a letter of information, or you may also get a letter requesting for a home care nurse to take care of a person who is not able to look after himself or herself. Let me share my screen now with you and explain the organization and layout of the letter writing. I hope my screen is visible to you. So let's say this is the structure, sample structure of the letter. On the top left corner, you always have to write the address and the date followed by that. Or you could also write the date first, followed by the address. The date should always be the current date. That means on the exam, you have to write the date of your exam and not any date which is given in the case notes. After the date, you could write the address. Remember to write capital letters for the name of the person, the doctor, the hospital name, the street name or the road name, the address, town, city, all should be capitalized as they are proper nouns. After the address, you come to the salutation, which is you start off with dear, and then you write the title, Doctor or Mr. or Miss, and then the last name, the surname of the person. Then you have to use a comma, punctuation, and leave a line space after this. Then you write the reference. You can write RE, R with the capital R and small e with a colon, or capital R and capital E as well with a colon after that, and write the complete name of the patient with the title. The title also would be in the case notes. So you write the full name of the person and then put a comma and write the date of birth, or you could write aged 55 years or 60 years, or you can write DOB and followed by the date DDMM YYYY. Then you leave a line space and come to the first paragraph, which is the content of the letter. In the first paragraph, you start with the introduction. In the introduction, you write what type of letter it is, whether it's a discharge letter, referral letter, or transfer letter. Then you write the purpose for what you're writing the letter, and then the diagnosis of the patient. Remember, in the first paragraph, you should write the surname of the patient and not the full name. You need to write the title and surname. So here, if it is Miss Anne Hall, you can just write Miss Hall. Then you have to leave a line space and follow left alignment, write every word on the left margin itself. In the second paragraph, you write the past medical history of the patient. That means whatever difficulties or health issues the patient has had before coming to your facility, that would be the past medical history. And social background would include the marital status of the person, maybe some habits which he or she has, maybe smoking tobacco or drinking alcohol, or it could be their job, their career, what they work as, whether they have children or whom they live with. All these would come under the social background. Then a line space has to be left. And the third paragraph, the current condition and treatment has to be explained in detail, which means after the patient coming to your facility, what are the tests done? What are the symptoms the patient came with? What were the tests conducted? What were the results of the tests and the diagnosis? And based on the diagnosis, what treatment was given, how the patient responded to the medication or to the treatment, and if the patient is doing well and is ready for discharge, up until that time, all these details should be in the third paragraph, which is current condition and treatment. Then comes the fourth paragraph. That is, you'll have the details of discharge or referral details, transfer details here. So at the time of discharge or transferring your patient to another facility, what is the prescription given to the patient? What is the follow-up date? What is the advice you give the patient, for example, regarding diet or exercise, etc. And of course, regarding the medication. Then you have to leave a line space again, come to the conclusion. In the conclusion, you can maybe reiterate your request and also write that if you have any queries, please feel free to contact me. Then leave a line space again and write the signature line, closing. You can write yours sincerely, Y with a capital letter, and after sincerely, there should be a comma, and then a line space, and the designation, who's writing the letter, staff nurse or charge nurse or registered nurse or doctor or GP, that has to be written after the signature line. Then if a name is given, it's optional, you write the name. After designation, you can put a comma and write the name and put a full stop. After designation, if there's no name, you don't need to put a comma or a full stop. Please note that for the signature line, if you know the person who you're addressing, you know the recipient's name as it is given here as Dr. Roberts, you can write yours sincerely. Suppose the recipient's name is not mentioned here, then you have to write yours faithfully at the end. Yours faithfully, F with a small letter, and after LY, you put a comma. This is the structure of the letter. Please remember, colon is compulsory after RE, and after the patient's name, a comma is compulsory, and you could have a full stop at the end of the date of birth. Also, at the end of every sentence, you should have a full stop. Begin every sentence with a capital letter. Otherwise, use capital letter rules wherever applicable, like proper nouns, brand names of medications, patient name, people's names, doctors' names, nurses' names, country names, all proper nouns. Also, you can use commas to make sentences simpler in terms of different ideas. When you have different ideas, 2 or 3 ideas in a sentence, you separate them with commas. At the end of every sentence, use a full stop, and use varied vocabulary. It's very important because vocabulary is something they are also, checking you, assessing you on. So this is the structure of the letter. Please practice a lot, keep practicing, and share the letters with your trainers. Let them correct it and review it and give you the feedback. Please use the feedback to keep improving your letter writing and your writing skills. Thank you so much for listening to this video. All the best for your training and your exam preparation. I'll stop sharing my screen now with you. If you have any further queries or details that you would like to share or you would like to discuss about with us, please let us know. We'll be only too happy to help you. Thank you.